Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby, TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 7 such specimens to examine. If you enjoy watching envelopes being opened, you're going to have the time of your life. 7 TTM returns. Let's get started. Our first one, coming from our own neighborhood, Metroplex, Michigan. Let's see what we get from Metroplex, Michigan. Most likely a Detroit or University of Michigan athlete. Let's see what we get. Oh, Jimmy Carson. Thank you, Jimmy Carson. That's a 1991 Pro Set card. Jimmy Carson, born in Southfield, Michigan, one of the all-time great U.S.-born hockey players. He was only the second teenager to have a 50-goal season, the other being the great Wayne Gretzky. So if you're mentioned in the same breath with Wayne Gretzky, you know you're a pretty darn good hockey player. Jimmy Carson. And it was only just this year that Jimmy Carson's record for most goals in a season by an American player was broken. Austin Matthews broke it this season. Jimmy had a great start to his career, then was plagued by injuries, but he still managed to turn on the red light 275 times in his great career. Jimmy Carson, all-time great American hockey player. Thank you, sir, for signing this 1991 Pro Set card. Great way to get started, Jimmy Carson. All right, now we got another one from Metroplex, Michigan. What do we got going on here in the great state of Michigan? Let's see who we get back. Oh, look at this. You see that? Hank Fraley. Oh, Hank Fraley. You guys know who Fraley is? He played his college ball at Robert Morris, was an undrafted free agent, and he managed to last 10 years in the NFL, mostly with the Eagles. And this is Fraley's, what year is this? This is a 2006 Topps rookie card for Hank Fraley. He's now the offensive line coach for the Detroit Lions. And old Fraley did a pretty good job last year patching together his offensive line. Most of his good players spent a lot of time on the disabled list, yet they still managed to have a decent ground game with a bunch of scrub running backs like Craig Reynolds filling in for the off-injured DeAndre Swift. Now if he can get everybody healthy this year, the Lions just might have a pretty solid offensive line, a pretty good rushing attack. Hank Fraley, offensive line coach for the Detroit Lions, trying to get things turned around, helping out Dan Campbell turn the Lions from a laughingstock into a winner. Thank you, Coach Fraley, for signing your 2006 Topps rookie card. Hank Fraley. Maybe you'll be a head coach someday. Thank you, Coach Fraley. All right, 2 good ones to start. Let's keep rolling with these TTMs. See what's coming to us from Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky. What do we got coming to us? Oh, we got a twofer. Oh, Franklin Stubbs signing 2 Upper Deck cards. Thank you, Mr. Stubbs. Those cards look really nice. That's a nice, look at that big, look like a butterfly signature. He really put some thought into that signature. Franklin Stubbs with the arty autograph. You guys remember Stubbs, kind of a power-hitting left-handed hitter. Had a couple of 20 home run seasons. 104 career home runs and played on the 1988 World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Franklin Stubbs signing his 91 Upper Deck. Is this a 91? 93. One of those fancy Upper Deck cards from 1993. 2 beautiful autographs from Mr. Franklin Stubbs. He could be a calligrapher. Look at that. Look at that signature. Franklin Stubbs, thank you, sir, for signing 2 for us. All right. Let's see what we got next. Coming to us all the way from Greenville, South Carolina. Hopefully there's no fire ants in this envelope. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got our note back. Looks like some questions were answered. Oh, I was kind of doubtful whether I'd get this back. I haven't seen too many. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody come back. Larry Sorensen. Man, that is a beauty. That's a 1984 Fleer. I don't know. I've seen too many Sorensen cards. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know Larry's story. He was born here in Detroit, had a great career at the University of Michigan, and he got off to a fantastic big league start. He won 18 games and 15 games as a 22 and 23-year-old. He made the All-Star team his second season, but then, unfortunately, he had some substance abuse problems. His performance really began to deteriorate. He was actually suspended in 1986 for some cocaine abuse. After his career ended, he really had a lot of problems with alcohol. He got arrested at least 7 times for DUI. Ended up doing 2 stints in prison. And actually, after he's released from prison the first time, I remember reading an article about him. He had to work at a McDonald's in Roseville, Michigan. So he had some hard times, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's turned things around. I think he's like a sports broadcaster now. He does a lot of the Wake Forest sports, if I'm not mistaken. So we're glad Larry Sorensen has gotten his life back on track. He was a phenomenal talent. Could have been one of a big winner for a long time. Got a little derailed, unfortunately, but no doubting his great pitching talent. Larry Sorensen, University of Michigan, great pitcher. Great start to his big league career, and we're glad he's doing good right now. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you signing this card and sending it back to us. All the best to Larry Sorensen. Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, let me see. Let me see if what he put on this note here. Oh, because I mentioned, how I seen him play at Fisher Stadium here in Ann Arbor at U of M, and he put on the back of the note here, he said, I was just back at Fisher for a tribute to Moby Benedict. Great memories, Larry Sorensen. Moby was a great long-time coach at Michigan baseball. Well, Larry, I'm glad you got back to Fisher Stadium for that tribute. I'm glad things are going good for you. Great guy, Larry Sorensen. Thank you, sir. That's one of our best returns, getting some good news back from him. All right, what do we got next? Coming to us from Oakland, California. Oakland, California. What do we got from Oakland? There's a note in there. There's our note. Let's see what the card is. Oh, the Nate Oliver card comes back to us. Look at this vintage 1965 Topps card signed by 82-year-old Nate Oliver. Can you believe that? Nate was a lifetime .226 hitter with only 2 career home runs and about 1,000 at-bats as a utility infielder for several years, mostly with the Dodgers. Nate Oliver, 82 years old. Nice signature on that 65 Topps card. That looks really good. Look at that. I really appreciate these old-timers signing these vintage cards. Big league ball player Nate Oliver, 2 career homers. I asked him a question. What does it say? Oh, do you still follow the game? Yes. Any current players you like? He says, Mookie Betts. That's a good one. Thank you, Mr. Oliver, for signing that beautiful 65 Topps card and for answering that question. Nate Oliver. All right. 2 to go. Let's see what we got from Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska. Hope this is not from Larry King. Maybe something from Paul Bonacci. That would be nice. Or Alicia Owen. If you don't know about Paul Bonacci or Alicia Owen and Larry King, just Google that. Very interesting. Have your eyes opened up. All right, let's see what we got in the envelope, though. Oh, Von Hayes signing his rookie card. 1982 Fleer rookie card signed by Von Hayes, the old former Cleveland Indian hotshot wonder boy. He had his best years, though, with the Phillies in the late 80s. I think 86 was probably his best year. He had 305, 19 homers, 98 RBIs, 107 runs scored. Also made the 89 All-Star team. Pretty good ball player, Von Hayes. Thank you, sir, for signing your rookie card. That looks really nice. I appreciate that. Von Hayes. I remember when he was going to be the Indian savior. Thank you, sir. All right. Unfortunately, this is our last one. We've come to the end already. This one's coming to us from Trenton, New Jersey. I wonder if they got something to do with the waste management industry out there. Let's see what we got from Trenton, New Jersey. Oh, Jeff Manto. I wonder how many people remember Jeff Manto. Thank you for signing your 91 Upper Deck card. You know, his nickname early in his career was Mickey Manto. Oh, Mickey Manto, because he could hit the ball a long ways. Unfortunately, he didn't connect with the ball too often. He only ended up with 31 career home runs. Hit 17 of them in 1995 with Baltimore. That was by far his best year. He played 8 or 9 years. It was up and down from the minor leagues with a lot of clubs, including the Tigers. When he was played in Seattle, the fans there nicknamed him Manto Canto, unfortunately. He also played briefly in Japan. And now I found him, he's managing a minor league team in Trenton. Jeff Manto, oh, Mickey Manto, we appreciate you signing this card. Remember, you had a brief stop here in Detroit. If you're playing on this year's Tiger team, you'd probably lead them in home runs easily. They could still use you. Jeff Manto, really appreciate you signing that card. Well, folks, that's all our returns for the day. I want to remind you before we sign off. In our last video, check out that last video. It's got something like a mystery card giveaway in the title. If you still want to get entered for this sweet Sidney Sweeney First Pitch card, just go to that last video and put in a comment SSFP and you'll be entered. We'll be doing a drawing for that over the weekend. That's a nice card, folks. You want those First Pitch card, go ahead and check out the last video and put in SSFP. Alright everybody, I thank you for your attention.